College football now into its final month of the regular season. The Badgers beginning their portion of the November schedule in Evanston to take on the Northwestern Wildcats. We'll look back at some of the highlights from Saturday's game at Ryan Field. We'll also give you a little inside access, give you a sneak peek of how the Badger defense prepares for each game. Our senior salute this week centers on Reggie Love, and we'll have our weekly conversation with head coach Paul Chryst. Today's topic on strength and conditioning. All that coming up on today's installment of the Badger Sports Report.
On first down, a little end around to the left. Here's Cephas, 45-40. Peavy to the 30, angles to the 20. He's still up. He's gone. Peavy the 10, the 5, touchdown Wisconsin. Jazz Peavy to the house, first touchdown of the game, and it's 9-0 Wisconsin. Orson with a look over to the Northwestern sideline, takes the snap, back to throw, looking, pressured again, and the ball's knocked out. It is loose. Dakota Dixon has it at the 35 to the 40, breaking right 45 to the 50 to the 45 of Northwestern. The Badgers come up with it. Fumagalli in motion right to left. Handoff Clement crashing over the right side, and he's in. Touchdown Wisconsin. Corey Clement pounds his way into the end zone. Orson takes, he'll give it to Justin Jackson, and he gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Thank you. Have a nice day.
It's hard to win, and really thankful for what they did, and loved seeing how they play together, even when there's adversity, even when things are going a little bit not your way. You should enjoy it tonight. Like I said, we thought it was a very good Northwestern team. Enjoy that, and then tomorrow push the reset button and go forward.
A defensive clinic brought to you by Jack Sitchy. To the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Goodbye. Touchdown, Corey Clement. Pressure coming from Beagle. Oh, he was shot out of a cannon. Win number 10 for the Wisconsin Badgers.
The Badger Sports Report is brought to you by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. By Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle, Hy-Vee proudly supports the Wisconsin Badgers. By UW Health, UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Good or better? The Hyundai Santa Fe Sport versus the Ford Edge.
Should we be wearing helmets?
The Santa Fe Sport has an available multi-view camera system. The Edge doesn't.
What was that?
On the Hyundai, available auto emergency braking. On the Ford, nope.
Hey, what's with the axe?
And only the Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty.
No.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai.
I'm out.
The 2017 Santa Fe Sport from Hyundai.
Right now, when you buy Hy-Vee brand products, you get the chance to win up to $2,500 with the Hy-Vee Brands for Grands cash giveaway. Just swipe your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card at checkout, and for each Hy-Vee brand product you buy, you get a chance to win up to $2,500. Winners will be chosen each week for a home visit, and will get $100 for every Hy-Vee brand product in your home. Enter today for a chance to win up to $2,500 in the Hy-Vee Brands for Grands cash giveaway, going on now at Hy-Vee.
Whether you're out there training for a big event or you're just trying to stay in shape, I have a bit of advice. It's important to remember that what happens after the workout is just as important as what happens during the workout. My advice? Be sure to refuel with low-fat chocolate milk. It has the perfect mixture of protein, carbs, and electrolytes to help you refuel, rehydrate, and build muscle. In Wisconsin, athletes win with low-fat chocolate milk. And you can too. To learn more, visit winwithchocolatemilk.com.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Get to your local Nissan store today. Take on sudden stops. Get to Nissan, proud partner of the Wisconsin Badgers. Go Badgers!
I was telling these guys I was 6 years old last time Northwestern or Wisconsin beat Northwestern here. So it was obviously we were aware of the streak, but at the end of the day, it was just another football game, and it was another game that we needed to take care of to be Big Ten West champs.
I think people will hold Wisconsin defense to a high standard, and it's one that we're proud of, that we try to hold ourselves to every day. That's why practices are so tough, because we know how good of a defense we need to be. So it's a great challenge to take on for sure.
We just really try to do our job. I think the biggest thing was Coach Leonard bringing in the confidence, and now guys making a lot of plays. I mean, you're looking at Luburn making plays and stuff like that, and I think all that falls under just stemming down from the head guy in our room, and now everybody believing in each other and believing in themselves.
I was just fed up at one point. I'm just saying we have to get into this end zone, and whether it was me, it was Bart, it was Hornibrook, it was Rob, Jazz, one of those guys. My number was called, and I refused to be stopped at the one replay a game that happened in Iowa. I was going to really put that drive on my back and just do what I could, and really trusted in the old linemen. Those guys did a fantastic job of just staying patient with me, and I was patient with them.
Every Big Ten game we play is going to be a big challenge. Defenses are stout, and we got him on that one. Jazz had an unbelievable run, and a couple catches too. I don't know how many multi-purpose yards he had, but he played an unbelievable game.
With this level of intelligence, it's a supercomputer. With this grade of protection, it's a fortress. And with this standard of luxury, it's an oasis. Introducing the completely redesigned E-Class 4MATIC. It's everything you need it to be, and more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Udelhoven the snapper, and Lottie will punch it end over end. Gunners racing down, including Latrell Jamerson. Oh, that checked up beautifully. Connor Udelhoven will down it at the 2-yard line, and Anthony Lottie again with a terrific punch. You couldn't place it down there any better.
Well, this month of November, it might seem like a little odd time to talk about strength and conditioning. Those are topics that a lot of times are covered in the off season or early in the season, but it's actually a very important time for it. You've talked about it a lot, the second year with you and your staff, and in this case, the strength and conditioning staff, Ross Kalaji and his crew. This is where it really becomes critical, does it not? All the work before to get ready for that final push.
You're exactly right, and that's what I appreciated when I was here before. I'll never forget the last 2 years I was offense coordinator here, our kids being really excited because they all hit their personal best. It was all the offensive linemen, tight ends, and fullbacks hit their personal best in the squat. One was, in fact, before, both of them were last game. One was Penn State, one was Northwestern, before the 1 year we played in the championship game. But this is when the year-round strength training, especially in the season, and our kids are starting. I like our kids. Our kids aren't fighting us anymore, because it was different. It was different what they were required to do before. But this is when your body needs you to have that strength and to be able to continue to do that during the season. So kids are working at it, and I appreciate that. And there's no doubt, though, November's. It's the reason why you do it. It's so that you can withstand a long season.
You hear coaches talk about it where you want their guys to get stronger during the course of the season. And I'm guessing that might take some people back a little bit, saying, how do we do that? Is that something that the kids have to learn to understand that this is a possible thing that you can accomplish?
No doubt, and it's not easy to do because you've got to put effort into it. And yet the ones that, and we thought we were right, but when you go back and you talk to players, their bodies feel better when they're actively getting after it in the weight room. And it's a different type of strength training program than you would do in the summer getting ready for a season, or in the winter conditioning. Your focus is different, but it's still getting in the weight room, getting underneath the bar and pushing weight. And I think it also adds confidence, that you are now getting stronger, because it used to be forever that you'd build your strength levels up and then the season would kind of take it out of you and then you build it back up. If you do that, you never really get stronger, and so you've got to take advantage of those opportunities. That's why I feel fortunate with Ross and the group of guys we have they understand it and they can give the kids a plan, and the ones that are really buying into it and it keeps adding up. It's been fun because they're starting to, geez, I feel better. You know, I'm getting this, and so it's been good, and it just takes time.
It's interesting to talk to those guys. If it's Ross, Sean Snead, Jamel Walker, Kyle Costigan, Ross, all those guys, they really study it too, don't they? I mean, there's a lot of detail. I mean, obviously it's about getting, getting sweaty in the weight room and all that stuff, but there's a lot of data that goes into all this stuff too to measure exactly how much these guys are getting better.
I think they've got a great balance. They can go, like you say, get in the weight room, get sweaty, turn the music up, and let's go. And yet everything that they do and that we do in the program is backed up by research. And it's been fun. Our kids enjoy it. They don't want to just know what to do. Why are we doing it? What's behind it? Why is sleep important? Why is proper hydration important? And all those things, our kids want to know about it. And so it's been fun to see them inform themselves. And obviously it's Ross and Jamil and Sean and Kyle that are giving them that information. And really what it does is it empowers them. And once they understand why it's important, this is how it affects the body, or this is how it helps you recover, then they champion it. And that's been a fun to see that growth, which really no one else gets to see. And that's why I appreciate what this group's doing, because they're doing a lot of things that they hadn't been asked to do before. But in the end, you hope that they're choosing to do it and not because this is what we want you to do or making you do.
Is it one of those things that, we talk about how things are different now compared to, 20, 25 years ago, but maybe in this regard it's the same. When a player really starts to see the visible results from all of the work, not everybody loves to be in the weight room all the time, but once they do it, when they get pushed to do it and they do it and they start to see the difference and feel the difference, that in itself is a motivator, isn't it?
I think it ignites so many guys' fire that they're doing it because it's what we're supposed to do, and all of a sudden when they reach maybe a certain weight level that they wanted to squat or clean or bench, or as you go through the season and they say, I'm going to try to do this, I'm going to roll out after practice, and I'm going to do stretch, and also like, geez, I feel great. Something hits them and clicks, and they'll all do it, but when you get them to buy in, for them to buy into themselves and what we're doing, that's when it really takes off.
Of the things that have changed for the better, and we talk about the data that's available now for Ross and everybody across this campus and others, do players maybe more readily understand the nutritional, you touched on it a couple of minutes ago, where the fast food world, maybe you didn't think twice about it X number of years ago, maybe more players do think about it right away when they're on campus?
I think so. I think they come in, you see that even when we talk to them about in recruiting, so I think they're coming with more knowledge than I know I ever had as an athlete, and I think even 10 years ago, the guys who was coaching, they weren't as in tune to that, and I think that all the things that are going on, whether it's us now being able to provide more meals and the knowledge of it, so it's not just supplements, it's really how do you help them with all their nutrition, sleep. We spend a lot of time talking about sleep. There's so many things that really don't take a lot of effort, but if you just make the right choices, you can help yourself perform better and feel better, and whether it's performance on the field, in the classroom, they are more aware of it now, and it's been fun. Heck, I learned a bunch.
Well, you touched on it there in your last answer, that because meals are more readily available now. That's something that's fairly new, where that's for a student athlete. Before, that was much more limited when he or she could go to a training table, but that's been one of the big enhancements right now in college athletics, correct?
It's been great, and I like it. It's like every kid, every student athlete gets breakfast. It's not just football or basketball, the ones that are making, more of the money, but I think that it's the cost of living. So now you can talk about, it used to be guys would say, I want to eat healthier, but I can't afford to. And now I think that, with what we're doing for them and giving them the meals, whether it's at training table or, we have cooking classes and teach them how to kind of buy efficiently, but buy the right things. So I think the knowledge and the new legislation, all that's coming at the right time, because people were asking for it. The kids were asking for it. It's the right thing to do, and I've been appreciative at Wisconsin here. You know, Coach Alvarez, the administration believes in it, so if it helps the kids, we're going to do it.
Yeah, all of that matters year-round, but especially as you get into the final month of the regular season, that big push that the Badgers and all the teams across college football are going through, all of that work all along helps make things a little bit more manageable. At least that's the goal in the month of November. The coach returns in a few minutes with this week's Great Dane Great Question of the Week as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
There are 5,757,564 residents of the state of Wisconsin. At Pick and Save, we're proud to be here for every one of them. Keeping the quality up and the prices down. Because 14,023 of those Wisconsinites are us. Pick and Save, where Wisconsin saves on groceries.
Good or better? The Hyundai Sonata versus the Toyota Camry. The Sonata has an available panoramic sunroof. The Camry, no. In the Sonata, available Android Auto. The Camry, no again. And only the Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2017 Sonata from Hyundai.
This is Lexy Rush. She's 10, and she's amazing. You see, Lexy was born deaf and couldn't hear anything. That was until her doctor in Appleton referred her to the pediatric specialists at UW in Madison. Now, 2 operations later, Lexy can hear everything. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health. Remarkable.
At Quick Trip, we hit the road early. We've got a lot of ground to cover to make sure you've got fresh bread from our bakery, the freshest milk and ice cream from our dairy, fresh produce. We make this trek every day to make sure your day is everything it should be.
For limited time, Quickery White Bread, 2 loaves for $1, or specialty bread for only 99 cents each, right here at your neighborhood Quick Trip store.
This is what we do, and we'll do it again tomorrow.
Every guy on the defense has got to be able to strike a block and get off a block. And so early in your career, you got to learn the technique in order to do that. So what we do is we'll put them on a sled. And again, it could be a D lineman, a linebacker, a corner, a safety. But we'll put them on a sled on a static target. And really all you're working is your hand placement, the technique part of it, keeping your thumbs up, your elbows tight, and then the speed and power of your punch. So it's that short area punch where if I'm a corner, I'm getting stock blocked by a receiver, I got to punch him, keep my hands tight to be able to get rid of him to make a tackle. D-line does it essentially every snap. The linebackers do it a ton. So it's just working the technique part of how to strike a block and get off a block, because everybody if you're going to play good defense, everybody has to do that at some point. Fundamentals are the foundation of football. I mean, this scheme and all that stuff is great, and you have to have it, and it's important. But if you're not, on defense, you got to be able to strike a block, get off a block. You got to take proper angles of the ball. You got to tackle. So those things we emphasize every day in our position work or as a defensive unit. So we try and, we can't just talk about it. We got to go out and do it. And the guys have done a great job with it. And you think you start to see it on tape and it starts to show up, and that's what you want. Maybe the first time, if you have poor hand placement on a block and an offensive player gets his hands inside, you're probably not going to win. So, the leverage is important, the hand placement, the speed and power of your punch. So when they do it right and they have success, it's that, aha moment. Oh, that's why we do the drill. So you try and point those things out and show it on tape, and then it becomes muscle memory. That's what you're really working towards. So it becomes a habit, muscle memory. So you're kind of growing from there.
This Senior Salute is brought to you by Hyundai.
This is the way I want to start my senior season. and hopefully we can continue to build on this momentum throughout the season. I'm extremely proud to be with this group of guys. Right now I'm just helping the young guys as much as I can, trying to be a leader in that way, staying strong so they can see me try to be the best role model I can be for the young guys. And whenever my number is called, I'm gonna be ready for action. My first time at the Rose Bowl, I think that was the best memory that I've had so far as a Badger. I mean, just going to Pasadena was absolutely beautiful. And I was a freshman then, so my eyes was lit up the whole time.
Double wide to the right. Now Reggie Love in motion. Fly sweep left. Here comes Love to the 40. He's to the 35, to the 30. Love to the 20. Love to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Reggie Love gets the Badgers on the board.
There's a lot of Florida guys on the team. That's got to be a little different, not being a Wisconsin guy, but coming from Florida, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was the first time seeing snow, and it was absolutely beautiful the first time I saw it. The second day was terrible. It was something that I'm glad I got the chance to be a part of, because I know a lot of guys in Florida right now that haven't gotten a chance to get out of Florida. That was a big part of why I chose Wisconsin, along with the fact that this is a great school and great atmosphere. I got to see something different, and that's all I can ask for. My undergrad was in communications, and my graduate degree is going to be in educational leadership and policy analysis is a long name. Education is, without a doubt, one of the most important things here, especially being a student athlete. You got to spend so much time on the field, but you also have to set aside some time to be a student as well. I think they did a great job with helping us out in that transition with the time management. I'm so glad that I got to graduate from here. This is a prestigious university, and that's going to help me a lot in my future. Every time I'm in Florida, I see so many Wisconsin license plates. Badger fans is just all around, it's worldwide. That lets me know that I chose a great school, and I'm extremely blessed and really grateful that I got a chance to come to this university.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Get to your local Nissan store today. Take on sudden stops. Get to Nissan, proud partner of the Wisconsin Badgers.
Go Badgers!
There are 5,757,564 residents of the state of Wisconsin. At Pick and Save, we're proud to be here for every one of them. Keeping the quality up and the prices down. Because 14,023 of those Wisconsinites are us. Pick and Save, where Wisconsin saves on groceries.
This is what collaboration looks like. This is what happens when a cardiologist in Appleton works step in step with specialists at UW Health in Madison. You see, when Terry's condition required a second opinion, his doctor turned to the cardiothoracic team at UW Health. Together, we made sure Terry got the care and the heart transplant he needed. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health, remarkable.
Introducing. It's what Mercedes-Benz has been doing since 1886. Introducing the world to the first automobile. Introducing over 100,000 patented breakthroughs. Introducing innovations in performance, safety, and pure driving pleasure. This year, we're introducing the youngest, most dynamic lineup in the world. All from the car company that needs no introduction. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by Pick and Save, where Wisconsin saves on Badger game days. By the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. Presented by Zimbrick European. Test drive the all-new E-Class at Zimbrick European today. By UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Time for this week's Great Dane Great Question of the Week. And Dana from Oak Creek wants to know, Coach, as much prep that goes into every game, do you still at times rely on your gut feeling in the moment as to who's on the field? You go for it on 4th and 2 or all that kind of thing?
Absolutely. I think that most of your preparation is for, not necessarily the first half, but you don't know anything more. Like the first, third, and short that you'll get, you don't know what they've done that day. You don't know what they're going to do that day, but you know what they've done in the past. And so I think how the game is playing. And so your second half, maybe early in the game, you go with your gut. But absolutely, you base a lot of your initial plan on information that you know. But you have to be willing to adjust. And your adjustments are sometimes very black and white schematic, and a lot of them are, it feels like this or it feels like that, or this is what's happened, we're struggling. We thought we had a good matchup and it's not that matchup, or we've got a better one. You've got to adjust to it. So I think you get both of it in a game.
All right, Dana, thank you very much for your question. Great Dane up in Wausau, as well as 4 in Madison on the east side of town, downtown, Pittsburgh, as well as Hilldale. We're back at the Great Dane Hilldale coming up for another installment of the Coach Chryst radio show Thursday nights at 6 o'clock during the course of the season. The Badgers return home. It's homecoming as they take on the Illinois Fighting Illini. Kickoff at Camp Randall set for 2:30 Central Time. We'll talk to you after that game. Thanks for watching.
Right now, when you buy Hy-Vee brand products, you get the chance to win up to $2,500 with the Hy-Vee Brands for Grands cash giveaway. Just swipe your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card at checkout, and for each Hy-Vee brand product you buy, you get a chance to win up to $2,500. Winners will be chosen each week for a home visit, and will get $100 for every Hy-Vee brand product in your home. Enter today for a chance to win up to $2,500 in the Hy-Vee Brands for Grands cash giveaway, going on now at Hy-Vee.
A pulse, felt by one, sends a ripple, felt by some. A shiver, felt by many, until it amplifies, magnifies into a tremor that electrifies. Badgers everywhere, moving as one, tilting the world on its axis.
At Quick Trip, we hit the road early. We've got a lot of ground to cover to make sure you've got fresh bread from our bakery, the freshest milk and ice cream from our dairy, fresh produce. We make this trek every day to make sure your day is everything it should be.
For a limited time, Quickery White Bread, 2 loaves for $1, or specialty bread for only 99 cents each, right here at your neighborhood Quick Trip store.
This is what we do, and we'll do it again tomorrow.